The ATF's new rule, criminalizing pistol braces, is a brazen and unlawful attempt to usurp congressional authority. This pistol brace rule will fail for the same reason the bump stock rule failed. The ATF does not have the authority to create federal law. Nobody voted for the ATF, though I know a lot of people who would vote against them if they could.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to the VSO Gun Channel. It's great to be here as always. We've got a lot of ground to cover today, so I'm going to get into it. You guys were really energized the other day when I made my video about potentially Brandon Herrera being ATF director. Mark my words, the best chance that you have of that becoming a reality is Matt Gaetz getting confirmed as Attorney General. Today, I'm going to walk you through a few things that Gaetz has said, and I think that you will agree with me that Gaetz is the dude that you want as Attorney General to affect change when it comes to the things that we care about here, which is specifically holding the ATF to account or potentially getting rid of it altogether. Now, mark my words. There's been a lot of scuttlebutt out there about, this pick or that pick. You can already hear various members of the corporate media softening their positions on people like RFK, on Vivek and Elon. You can already feel it happening because they're going to focus their energy on Matt Gaetz. They do not want Matt Gaetz as the highest law enforcement official in the country. And there are very serious reasons why. And they are the exact reasons why you need to pick up your phone and call your senator or somebody else's senator and let them know that this is the confirmation pick that you want. That and more after we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Mission First Tactical, and many of you will recognize Mission First as an accessory company, but it is much more than that. They have diversified into holsters, bags, drinkware, and a whole bunch of other items. Now, today, what we're highlighting is their new Acro chest pack, something that is very applicable to my hikers out there, but there's a variety of other things that you could use it for. And I can tell you, I have a pack like this that I've used in long backwoods hikes before, and this is far superior. I will be having a full video coming out on this thing here pretty shortly. And remember that Mission First Tactical offers all of you a discount code. We have two codes, one for everything all the time, and then anything that is getting ready to go away, we have a 40 to 60% off code that runs continuously. All that information is linked over at the affiliates page for you to run down. Special thanks to Mission First Tactical for making today's video possible. When I think about people that I disagree with the most, if I try to put together a list of people that I just absolutely cannot stand because their principles are so far compromised from everything from Constitution to the role of government and all that sort of stuff, top of that list is Chris Murphy, Mr. Gun Control in the Senate. What does he have to say about Matt Gaetz?
You could literally hear the jaws dropping to the floor of Republican senators who are now going to be in a position to stand up to Donald Trump in a way that they have been unwilling to. I mean, listen, Matt Gaetz is dangerously unqualified.
He's pissing his pants. That's what he's doing. And if that isn't reason enough, then we'll let the man speak a little bit more and he'll flesh it out for you. But he mentioned something very interesting there, which is he mentioned that Republicans have an opportunity to hold Donald Trump accountable. And I have a message as a constituent to the Republicans. In this instance, don't you dare. This is exactly the person that we want to be Chief Law Enforcement Officer of the United States. Thank you very much. And this is why.
And he has openly called for the abolition of law enforcement agencies if they don't get in line with conservative political priorities. This is going to be a red alert moment for American democracy.
Dangerously unqualified, huh? Well, which agencies is he talking about?
The ATF cannot be trusted to protect our rights to keep and bear arms. There is no timeline in which the ATF under any administration, would become an ally. It needs to go. We need to abolish the ATF before they abolish our Second Amendment rights. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms should be the name of a chain of convenience stores in Florida, not a federal agency. The fact that the government collected 252 million records that was beyond the law, beyond policy, never approved according not to me, not to my fellow Republicans, but to the GAO, should that be concerning to us, that scope of records being collected?
ATF's collection of out-of-business records was fully compliant with the law.
That's not what the GAO said, so you disagree with the GAO report.
Well, there's 2 points they made. One is the collection of out-of-business paper records that FFLs keep. The second piece was the collection of electronic records that FFLs keep. And what the GAO said was the electronic records were not being converted sufficiently. And that's what ATF
so that's why they
fixed
had to delete
to become in compliance with the law.
Because they had gone beyond their authority. You see, that's the concern of my constituents. When they go beyond their authority, and you may find those things virtuous, but no one elected you. They elected us to make the laws, and when we make the laws and they don't follow them, then people's rights get diminished.
It's the ATF. It's always the ATF with Gaetz. He has a hard-on for the ATF, and I know that you do as well. He's not done. We're not done here today. Let's continue.
Now, in Mr. Wilcox's testimony, he says that an arm brace makes a weapon more powerful. Mr. Bosco, you know a lot about arm braces, don't you?
I do.
Do arm braces make firearms more powerful?
They do not. They do not.
Does it concern you that the witness that the Democrats brought would make such a claim that is obviously disproven by any utilization of those arm braces?
I hope that my testimony today can help everyone here understand that the brace does nothing to make the weapon any more dangerous than it already is.
And so when you've got the ATF going beyond their authority, collecting 252 million records that they have to destroy, well, that can just be explained because they're doing their best. But when Americans get inadvertently converted to felons because the ATF has exceeded their authority, there is no such grace for them, is there, Ms. Swearer?
That would seem to be the case under the recent policy change to zero tolerance.
Zero tolerance for our fellow Americans when they're trying to exercise their rights and protect their liberties, but all the tolerance in the world for a corrupt bureaucracy that is violating the law, exceeding their authority, and collecting records that they have no business collecting.
The lady was Amy Swearer, a senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation, and the dude was Alex Bosco, the creator of the pistol brace. Gaetz is very good at bringing in experts when it comes to testimony before Congress. And he's also brought one of our favorite experts.
Mr. Herrera, you speak to a very broad audience. How are young Americans reacting to these calls to raise the age beyond 18 to be able to purchase firearms?
You see it a lot every day. I get messages or comments or things from people who are, just entering the funnel of being interested in the Second Amendment and gun culture and things. So whether it's movies like John Wick or video games or whatever, they're getting interested in firearms, which is, the entrance to the funnel to understanding more about the Second Amendment, the Constitution, everything. But they're worried, they're concerned. Let's say they're 15, 16, and they just want to get a shotgun or a rifle when they turn 18. That in those years between now and then, they won't be able to. And I know Florida has passed that law that you guys are working on repealing that takes away gun rights for those under 21. We do not have that in Texas, and I'm from San Antonio, so Military City, USA, you see it all the time because there's a very heavy Air Force presence there. You go to gun stores all across that city, and there's 18, 19, 20-year-old Air Force members that are in there and they're excited and they're buying firearms, and it's not pandemonium. There's really no problem with it. So the fact that it was passed in Florida is a travesty, and the fact that they're trying to pass it nationwide is insane.
I do have to tell you this, though. I put Congresswoman Green on the spot as to which one of us had better hair.
Oh my gosh. Well,
what do you think she said?
Yours.
Yeah, she threw you under the bus, I'm afraid.
I can take it. I can take it.
Remember what I said at the beginning of the video? Brandon Herrera being ATF director. Mark my words. The best chance that you have of that becoming a reality is Matt Gaetz getting confirmed as Attorney General. Pick up that phone. I told you that you could not go to sleep, that you have to be active and you have to hold your government to account. I guarantee you this is going to be the big fight. You're going to have to be active on this one, and you're going to have to press upon your elected leaders that this is the direction that you want this to go. I'll have all the contact information listed down below so that you can get the information that you need to effectuate change on this one. Thank you for tuning into the VSO Gun Channel, and hopefully we'll see you on another one here pretty soon. Happy weekend, everybody, if you do that sort of thing, and I'll see you when I see you. Follow me on X and check out the affiliates page where you can get great deals on cool kit.